I'm here with Philip Hofstetter. He is president of PwC Corporate Finance LLC. Nice to see you here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Our focus is on the middle market, which has been a huge growth area for PwC. What did you see in the environment that made you optimistic about the future and make you want to build out globally in this area?
Yeah, I think we can say that the PwC Corporate Finance Network is the largest already all over the globe. And we see a lot of potential in this area because PwC has a lot of relationships and they help us to win mandates in the middle market. There is a growing market trend as well. So, for instance, in the US, we see that a lot of companies have optimized their processes in last year and they are ready for growth. A lot of strategies foresee growth and normally in the current environment they cannot grow anymore organically, or they can but not at the rates they would expect to grow, and for this reason they have to do transactions, M&A transactions, and we are helping the clients.
What are you seeing in terms of transactions on the valuation front as well as the financing front?
Yeah. I think financing is not an issue right now, so there's enough money around. Private equity firms are sitting on a lot of money. The banks are happy to lend money at very low interest rates. The problem are rather the valuations, because there is a discrepancy between the expectations of the sellers and the buyers. Probably because the market prices have come down a little bit in the last couple of months, and the sellers are still expecting to get the high prices which were paid last year.
Do you see prices rising back to last year's levels, or are we in a lower price environment now?
We are professional optimists, and we hope that the prices come back. But I believe that they will remain at a lower level at least for a couple of months now.
In what industries or sectors are you seeing some of the most interest right now?
I would say the technology sector is still the best one. We saw most transactions in the technology sector last year. It will remain high because a lot of people want to multiply the successes of last year. Industrial products and retail and consumer, they are traditionally at high levels and they are not very volatile, so they will stay high as well. Oil and gas is at quite a low level right now, but we are seeing a consolidation come up there. In the healthcare area, I would say we will see a growing activity due to the Obamacare restructuring in the industry. And in the financial services industry, we see a lot of activity in the insurance business.
There's been, of course, a steady increase in cross-border activity. Mm-hmm. What are some of the challenges that you work through clients with? For instance, not just on the money and the transaction side, but whether it's culture or something different that makes sense on paper, but perhaps is harder to execute.
Right. So I have done a lot of deals in China, in Russia, India, Europe, and the United States. And from this experience, I can say that the biggest issues are regulatory issues and cultural issues. So regulatory issues can be overcome with good legal advice. With cultural issues, it's a bit more complicated because you have to know, which levels are taking the decisions. You have to understand how the processes work. And for this reason, it's good to work with a network which has people on the ground in the different territories, for instance in China and in Russia, and they can help you maneuvering in those difficult areas. And so we were successful in that by using our internal sources for solving those issues.
Philip Hofstetter, great to speak with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Pleasure.
For The Deal, I'm Rhonda Schaffler.